Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Black Clover. Last time around we had The Path to the Wizard King, where basically we continued with the Magic Knight's entrance exam, and Asta and Yuno were able to prove themselves for the most part, and Yuno was given offers by pretty much every squad to join, and he chose Golden Dawn, which he views as the closest path to becoming the Wizard King. Asta originally did not get anything, but he was tested again by Yami, captain of the Black Bulls, and after Asta stood his ground and proclaimed once more that he would be the Wizard King, he was accepted into the Black Bulls, and yeah, he, Captain Yami, and the other two, Finral and Marilyn Manson, they all went back to the Black Bulls headquarters, which promptly exploded in Asta's face, so yeah, that's pretty much where we left off. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Black Clover. Here we go. Alrighty, episode 6. He has been acknowledged. He's been acknowledged by everyone. He even got the attention of the guy that always looks at the picture of his sister and the girl that always eats shit. Well, I guess, sweets. Some people will call that shit, but still. I mean, technically, it will be shit at some point when you shit it out. Anyhow. But yeah, interesting crew we have. Interesting squad. I gotta remember to actually call them squad, because that's what they are. That's what they're called. They're the Black Bulls squad. So, oh boy. But very interesting, and again, it is the thing. I mean, I guess this is sort of the opposite of last episode, where last episode, after Asta, completely bodied Seke, pretty much nobody else really acknowledged him. Like, Yami and William, the squad captains noticed him, but that was about it. But, obviously they're smart and they're competent. All the other normal people were still like, I don't know about this. Like, this kid just got lucky or something, But maybe that's just a thing of like, well, they were just trying to... maybe that's just copium, Maybe that's just copium for them. Because yeah, I mean, Asta is incredibly. He does have a lot of potential, and I like here that he is smart, he is clever. Again, this reminds me of My Hero Academia. We're going back again to the to Aizawa's first class, but that that moment where Midoriya throws the ball and he puts all of his power just into his finger instead of his whole arm. That's clever, and here. While Asta he doesn't actually think of it, but his body figures it out, that, instead of slicing through the fireball, thus splitting it up and getting hit by it anyway, to actually use the flat part of the blade and actually just hit it like a baseball and repel it. So, it's clever. He has promise. Even if he wasn't consciously thinking of that, he still figured it out, And that's still all a result of, his training and everything. So that's really good. I like that. And yeah, so we met the whole squad. I did not write down all of their names, and I guess over the next, few episodes I'll work on getting all their names, but the main one I got was Magnum. We did also, we've got Finral and Gordon Agrippa. I'm going to try to remember those two. And then Magnum is the one that I picked up from this episode. Because, he played the biggest role in this episode. So, but that was interesting. I like Magnum is a very interesting design. He's obviously the classic, Japanese archetype delinquent, and that's really interesting because that sort of informs basically his powers, that it's like, yes, he has fire, and you would think fire is this incredible power, and obviously it seems to be, but I like that he uses his fire differently from what you would normally see. You know, this isn't, Avatar or even in My Hero where there are fire users, but I like that he uses it for like weapons and stuff. It's kind of the same with Yuno, where like he'll create the wind bird and stuff like that, he comes up with very interesting ways of using his powers, and for Magnum, he's using basically a baseball bat and a baseball made of fire, and that feels very, on brand with his sort of Japanese delinquent appearance. And so I'd be curious to see like what other things you can work with that, like what other like delinquent things can you use with fire, basically, to have a very unique power set. So that's really interesting. I like that. And yeah, we met the whole crew. Well, not the whole crew, because they did say there were some other people that are either, slacking or just not there, or they're off on other missions. So we haven't met everybody in the Black Bulls yet. But still, they're weird. They're a bunch of weirdos. It's funny that Finral and Gordon are pretty much they're the two most normal people that they won't cause any trouble. So that's why Yami took them to the Magic Knights entrance exam. That's really funny that those two seem to be at least the ones that won't cause a problem. Like if he took the kid that likes to fight everyone, he would have immediately looked at Asta or even or anyone, any of them that showed a lot of promise, and he would want to go down and fight them. So obviously you don't take him. And then, you don't take the guy who's obsessed with his little sister, which I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because it's not even a thing. It's get a picture. I don't know if it's better or worse that his little sister is like a little sister. If he didn't have the nosebleed, I think I'd be more okay with it. The fact that he does makes that way worse and way creepier. But if he was just, very protective of his little sister, sure. But the nosebleed, that rubs me the wrong way. So I don't like that. I hope they kind of sweep that under the rug, maybe just ignore that. But I don't know. I don't know about that. And then, who else did we get? We got Gray. I do remember that. Just the fucking big dude. Who else was there? I can't think of most of them, because we got the sweets girl, and then obviously there was the drunk woman. She was interesting. That she's just in a bikini basically, or in her underwear, but she's still got the Black Bull's robe on, and obviously she's there as just the sexualized one. It's like, okay, whatever. I do like that Asta, he holds true, and while he's like, you know what, this woman is very attractive, and maybe I would like some of what she's offering, but I made a promise to a goddess you can't have, but that's beside the point. It's but the principle of the matter. So he's at least sticking true to Sister Lily. I guess that's something, but so yeah, so all of them are interesting enough. We'll get to know more of them. We did have the other new recruit that they said. I'm pretty sure, I'm almost entirely positive that she is the princess, or the royal girl that we saw. What was that? Episode 4, I think. Yeah. Doing these twice a week means I really have to think about what episodes are which, because I want to say, oh yeah, we did that in the last episode. It's like, well, no, the last episode was episode 5. What I'm thinking of is last week. So yeah, but I'm pretty positive she's the same girl, who obviously she didn't have to take the Magic Knights entrance exam. So why did she? I wonder why. I'm assuming she chose the Black Bulls. I'm curious why. I mean, I'm just curious to get to know anything about her, really. But, yeah, so there was that moment where she just looks like, oh, so that's the other recruit? What an insect. And it's like, okay. I'll be curious to get more of her, see what's going on. And yeah, and then I guess the only other thing is Yuno. We saw Yuno's greeting to the Golden Dawn. That didn't go amazingly. Guy comes over like, don't think you're special. And someone's like, oh my fucking god, how many times can this happen in 3 episodes? Like seriously, this pretty much happened since episode 4 when the exam started. And it's like, oh my gosh. But even then, before that, we had the freaking guys and the chain dude, and it's just like, oh my god, how many times can we do this? But I don't know. It'll be interesting. I assume we're going to be spending a lot of time with Asta and the Black Bulls, but I would be very curious to see. I'm hoping we get like kind of equal amount of time with Yuno and Golden Dawn, because I would love to see what he's going through there. It's just kind of a shame because it's like he's kind of on his own. I mean, I don't know. There could be other people. Like I almost hope like we kind of divide the story just a bit just to see what Yuno's going through in his training. So I don't know, but we've been accepted into the Black Bulls, and we got the robe. And that robe, I gotta admit, that's pretty cool. I do kind of wonder if they have a hoodie version of that. The only thing is, you can see I've got 2 hoodies here. There's technically 3. I've got, I think this My Hero one is covering another My Hero one. And I've had these hoodies, God, for years now. But it is a thing that I don't want to get more anime hoodies. First of all, these barely fit me, I'm going to be honest. But second off, I don't want to get any more anime hoodies because the 2 times, the 2 shows that I've gotten hoodies for, Attack on Titan and My Hero Academia, both of them went downhill after I got those hoodies, so I kind of don't want to do that again. I don't want to jinx anything, So, I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, but I haven't worn these in years either. I don't know. I will say, because you can't see it, but I think under one of them is is another My Hero one, but it's the like UA gym uniform. I gotta say that one's like my favorite. That one is like the comfiest. And so it's like it's one that it's like, man, I miss My Hero Academia, but I do still love that hoodie. But hey, I got that back when it was still good, so I can still remember the good times. And I can have the good times here, because I'm having good times watching Black Clover. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope you're enjoying the 2 episodes a week. I'm kind of enjoying it. It's nice to actually get through a little bit more, but won't be doing this for other shows. Like I really only did this because there's so many episodes of this show. So, but yeah, that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Black Clover reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.